What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. I have a matchup today of blue Buggy into green Bonney, playing my good friend Adrian37 here. We won the dice roll. We're going first. We're going to mull our hand. Yeah, we're gonna give this a shot, playing a good opponent. But we did. This is kind of a tough matchup. We did win the dice roll. Definitely want to go first in this matchup. Definitely want to just go first in general, but going first, I feel like really gives us a good chance to win. So yeah. Here we go. We mold our hand, so we're gonna have to roll with this hand, and we start off, and we have a Galdino searcher, so we can start off with a search of the top 4 for a cross guild. We could add 10 cost, but I'm thinking like let me add a searcher. I can add the cross guild event searcher, so don't feel great about bottom decking a 10 cost, but want to be able to get like a Croc and Mihawk or some sort of caster. And we draw into a promo Buggy, so we also draw into another or we activate the cross guild searcher, so we're going to be able to add a 10 cost Buggy here. Don't want to bottom deck another one. And then we have 2 Dawn, and we're just going to be able to swing 7 life here if we want to. He's going to be able to rest our Galdino. We'll swing 7 life. He rests the Galdino. He takes no trigger. So now we have the promo Buggy. We don't have a Mihawk to cast off of it, and we don't have a Croc and Mihawk to play out the Alvida. And we didn't draw one either, so that we don't have the ideal play here. We will swing 5 life after he killed our Galdino. He establishes a rogue blocker, which allows him to restand 1 Dawn at the end of each turn. He gives us counter for the 5k swing. We're going to pitch a 4-cost Buggy, tap 5, play the promo Buggy into a Kabaji, and just pass. That Kabaji cannot be KO'd in battle when we have a Buggy on board, which we satisfy those requirements now. If you rest the Kabaji, he's not going to be able to kill it via battle. So kind of good against green, especially when we have the Buggy out. So yeah, he's on his 6th Dawn turn. He's thinking about swinging, but that decides not to. He's going to tap 5 in totality for a Tashigi and Rosinante. Tashigi shuts off removal, and Rosinante shut as a blocker, but also can shut off KOing of rested characters. So kind of setting up a wall there. We are on our 7 Dawn turn, and this is not an ideal hand at all because we don't have any casters. Would love a Croc and Mihawk right now. It would be pretty much perfect if we have a Croc and Mihawk. I'm just thinking about what I want to do here. Do I swing 6? I don't want to play. I'm thinking I want to play the Alvida down and just kind of filter my hand and look for a caster for next turn. And I was thinking, so I get to draw 3, trash 2. I'm going to trash the Alvida and going to trash probably 2k so we can search. Was thinking about swinging, but I'm definitely not going to swing this turn anymore because I don't want him to rest the Alvida. Alvida is an easy target to kill. I'm going to add the 10 cost because, again, don't want to bottom deck another. I'm going to need him, I think, in the late game. We're going to pass with 2 Dawn standing. Could have grabbed a promo Buggy, could have grabbed a Mihawk. But yeah, gonna need those 10 costs, hopefully. He's gonna play a Hody Jones. He rests my Kabaji and my Alvida. Probably, and he's going to swing, it looks like 6 into the Alvida, and then he swings into the Kabaji. I'm like, yep, cool. And he's like, what? And I tell him, like, yeah, I can't be KO'd in battle. I was like, you want to swing at life? And he's like, nah, it's okay. So at that point, I was like, dude, you can just restand that Hody if you'd like. Because, like, I'm not gonna swing into it. Like, if he's starving me, so that's why he didn't want to swing into life. But yeah, that Kabaji can't be KO'd right now in battle. But yeah, now he has the Hody out, and if we don't have, like, we're on our 9 Dawn turn. If we had Croc and Mihawk last turn, we could play a 4 cost and then Buggy that away. Well, not Buggy it away because we could Buggy away the Tashigi. But yeah, we're just not ideal. But now we have the promo Buggies. We're just going to hard cast it in, thinking about what to cast it into. We're going to play into Kabaji blocker and then just pass again. Don't want him resting anything. I'm going to try to double Buggy next turn. But just kind of behind the 8 ball here because we didn't see the Croc and Mihawk. We have searched a decent amount for it. We also didn't see a caster. The 2 casters we've seen are promo Buggy. It's great to have one out right now because it stops as a rogue from attacking. Not that he probably would attack with it, but at least it's, shuts off a potential threat. But having 2 of them is just a little bit excessive in this matchup because we don't particularly care about shutting off 4 costs in this matchup. Again, it's basically just the rogue. I guess you could swing Tashigi, but again, like, those aren't the most ideal swings anyways. So he's thinking it through. He's on his 10 Dawn turn. thinking about usual Kaiju Bonney plays. A Dofi here would be essentially, he wouldn't be getting any value out of it because there's nothing to tap. A 911 Shanks, there's nothing rested, so he's not going to be able to pop anything. Those are the usual suspects for what they drop. He could also drop a Kid here. He has protection, plenty of protection with the Kid with the Shigi and the Rosinante. Not sure if Bonney players are running it anymore with the Mihawk blocker. He's just doing 5 life. We'll take. Now he's going to tap 8 for a Mihawk blocker. It's hard to see. He gets to on play restand 4. Now he can't play a cost 7 or higher, but he has 6 standing Dawn. And he's going to swing Hody into life. We'll take, no trigger. And now he's going to put a whole bunch of Dawn on Rosinante and swing, I think, 7 here. And I think what I'm going to do is turn the Kabaji sideways and give him a 2K here. We're not going to take that hit here. And then he's going to pass it to us. He restands 1 for the Rogue. So now what the play is, we're going to have to double Buggy here. The idea is we're going to play over one of the promo Buggies. I'm thinking about whether I want to swing first, but whatever swing I do, he can just turn, he can rest multiple things, and then he can just turn his Mihawk sideways and shut off that swing. So I want my swing, I'm going to have probably one swing to go through. Another thing that's going through my head right now is if I Buggy first and then swing, he could potentially rest one of my Buggies and then 911 shanks it because I don't have Croc and Mihawk for protection right now. So just a lot of things going through my mind, but I think the move here, order operations regardless, is double Buggy. It sucks. I finally drew the Croc and Mihawk, but I'm pitching it now. I think we've kind of passed the time for playing it. Like at this point, I just need to be playing Buggies. I'm going to bottom deck the Shigi and then bottom deck the Mihawk. Now we're going to swing 5 into the Kabaji, 5 into the Rosinante blocker. Let's clear this blocker. It's going to be, even when rested, it can prevent other things from being KO'd. So it's just an annoying card. He's going to rest my Kabaji. That's a blocker. That's a good sign in terms of he doesn't have a 911 Shanks. Also a good sign in terms of he has a Dovi, because he probably would have rested one of my Buggies and froze it. But yeah, he's going to turn the Rogue sideways and then give us counter for it. Gives us a 1K Cavendish, and then now I have a 5K lead swing, and I'm thinking I'm just going to swing. Let's clear that Rosinante. Even if I swung into the Kabaji, you could either give a 1K or you could just still protect it, because if I swing into the Rogue, he could still protect it with the rested Rosinante, because it prevents KO of rested characters. But yeah, now he's on 10 Dawn, and I'm thinking he doesn't have a Kaiju like a Dofi or a 911 Shanks, because I feel like he would have rested one of my Buggies last turn instead of the Kabaji blocker instead. He swings 5 life. I'm thinking about whether to give him counter. I'm going to take, no trigger. He just has one more swing, which is the Hody. He could also play another Hody, though. Probably going to take 2 hits. I probably should have countered out of that one. Not given the Galdino. Probably should have just gave the Moji 2K. Kept 1 card in hand. And then, because I'm going to probably search next turn. But yeah, he's got all 10 Dawns still standing. He's down to 3 life. I'm down to 2. He's going to turn his Hody sideways. He's thinking about where the swing should go. He turns the Hody sideways and swings 8 life. We take, no trigger. Up to 4 cards in hand now. He still has all 10 Dawn. He's going to tap 9 in totality for another Rogue and a Carrot. He's thinking about what to freeze. Carrot gets to freeze a 7 cost or lower on play and on attack. So he freezes the Kabaji. My other Kabaji blocker gets to restand. I really hope I can draw into a Buggy. I know there's one more out there. I bottom decked one earlier. I really need another 10 cost Buggy here. and I don't have one. So I'm just thinking about the best way to do this. Like Kabaji is frozen and can potentially just continue to be frozen. That's the one I should play over. I shouldn't play over the promo Buggy because he has 2 rogues. If I play over the promo Buggy, I think he just wins next turn because he could just swing a whole bunch of number with those rogues. So I need to keep the promo Buggy on tack. I'm not going to play over the 2 10 costs at this time. And I just have the blocker and both Kabaji. So which one should I play over? Probably going to play over the rested one. Let's search. I need to find a 10 cost here. I have multiple ways of looking for it right now. For the best one here is let's Galdino, search top 4, look for it. We're not going to be able to find it, but we can grab a cross guild searcher. So let's search again. And we're looking for it, and we don't get it, so that's not great, but we can add a 2k to hand, so we'll add a 2k Kabaji blocker. And then now, at this point, there's no way for us to try to get a 10 cost Buggy into hand that we could potentially play it. So I'm just thinking about what to do. I have a Mihawk, I could play that. I'm gonna swing 12 into the 8. He rests my other Buggy, and then he gives the rogue blocker. So I think the move here now actually is let's make him use the rogue blockers up so he doesn't get Dawn back, or we clear the Hody. One of the two things. I have 8 standing Dawn. I have one good swing left, which is leader. I can keep 2 Dawn standing. Let's play the Richie blocker down, and then let's put the 6 Dawn on lead and swing 11 into the Hody. He's got like 4 cards in hand, so it would take a lot of resources to counter out, or it's going to take the rogue blocker. So we swing 11 into the 8. Would take 2 2Ks. He gives the other rogue blocker. Now we tap 2 for Richie, and we pass it back to him. So we have a baby block. We have 2 blockers here. If he has a Hody, he probably just wins the game. Because he could just rest both of our blockers. But we do have the 2 blockers here. His his carrot can't freeze anything as currently shown. He's going to tap 1 and then rest another one. It's 2 in totality for a Bonney searcher. He gets to search top 5 for a supernova. And he's going to whiff the search. And I'm like, dude, there's no way. And he's like, let me show you. He shows me what it was. It was like 2 Hodies. So like definitely would have helped him. I think there was a Mihawk blocker in there as well. But yeah, unfortunately, he whiffed the search. But he has 8 Dawn standing. And at this point, if he pushes with what he has on board, I have 2 blockers and I could take 1 hit. So I should be able to survive this turn. He's going to swing 6 life. I can give a 2k here. I can give one of the blockers. I'm going to give a 2k. He's going to tap 5 for an X Drake. An X, this is one of the new starter deck cards. Well, I shouldn't say new at this point. But he's able to rest a 5 cost or less. So he rests my Kabaji. And then he puts a Dawn on Carrot and swings 7 life and freezes the Kabaji. And I'm thinking, do I give 2k, 1k? Do I give the Richie blocker? I know he has that Hody swing still to come. So I'm going to give the Richie blocker for that. But do I take this hit or do I give 2k, 1k and go down to 1 card in hand? We'll give the 2k, 1k. Now he swings 9 life. I give the Richie blocker. And the secondary effect of X Drakes, it restands a Dawn on the turn it's played. I tell him, damn, dude, that card does a lot. So now I go to my 10 Dawn turn. I think he has 3 cards in hand. So I'm thinking about what to do here. I know he's going to rest one of my Buggies. I can't kill him. Because I don't have enough swings. I only have 3 swings and he's going to take 1 away. So it's really 2 swings. I have to hit his life 3 times. But I can attempt to clear his board here. If I swing the 12 into the 8, it's going to take his entire hand to counter out. So I'm going to swing the 12 into the 8. He's going to rest my other Buggy. And he's going to give a 0 cost event and then a 2k. So it's the perfect amount of counter to counter out. So at this point, I'm thinking, God, I might be screwed here. But I'm trying to think about the best way to do this. My hand, as currently stated, is a Croc and Mihawk and a Mihawk. I could play the Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. I could also cast the Croc and Mihawk, hope I find another blocker. I could use leader ability for both of these. I could not use leader ability for both of these. Ultimately, I'm going to decide. I think the best course of action is the leader ability and play the Mihawk. Draw 2, trash 1. Hope one of those ones I draw is a Richie. Establish the Richie with 2 Dawn, so I've used 7 Dawn at this point, and then use the remaining 3 Dawn to kill his Hody. At that point, I have 2 blockers, and I've cleared his biggest body, and he's only going to have the 1 card in hand that he top decks. So that's kind of the best course of action I think I can do. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to leader ability, play the Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1, and we do draw a Richie. I have to pitch the 10 cost Buggy. I have no way. If I like Buggy would have been awesome if I have another card in hand, because then I just drop the 10 cost Buggy potentially. But instead, we're gonna go forth with the plan. Now we swing 8 into the Hody. It's dead. He's got no cards in hand. And then now, at this point, we just play over the promo Buggy, I think, because he doesn't have any more 4 costs. We play the Richie. We have no cards in hand, and here's where I just think, like, wait a minute, actually, he can just math this because he can swing the Bonney Searcher. Like, he has 3 swings showing. I have 2. Like, if he has a Hody, he just wins, right? But, like, even if, like, he just has it. Like, if he swings 5, like, he just needs to swing, like, 5 and, like, 7, like, 3 times. If he swings 5, we have to take, no trigger, it's brick anyways. So now at this point, like, he has it if he swings 7, which is, like, yeah, he swings 5 here, we give turn the Mihawk sideways. He swings 6, and then freezes our Mihawk, we block. Now he swings with the, like, 11 with the Bonney Searcher, and he got it. So yeah, this was a little bit unfortunate in the draws because we didn't see the Croc Mihawk. We kind of got set back, didn't have the ideal draws. But at the end of the day, like, I think we played it about as well as we could. We did pop off on the double Buggy turn. That was a pretty good play. And then from there, just couldn't establish any more momentum. Opponent played it really well, so shouts to him. Yeah, let me know in the comments anything else I could have differently. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time.